listeners. I pray you all are doing wonderful tonight. I have my devotion, and here it is, God's timetable. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that He may lift you up in due time. 1 Peter 5:6, the NIV version. Are you anxious for God to work out His plan for your life? Who isn't? As believers, we all want God to do great things for us and through us. And we want Him to do those things now. But sometimes God has other plans. Sometimes God's timetable does not coincide with our own. It's worth nothing, however, that God's timetable is always perfect. The next time you find your patience tested to the limit, remember that the world unfolds according to God's plan, not ours. Sometimes we must wait patiently. That is it. That is it should be. And all think how patient God has been with us. Even Jesus, clear as He was about His calling, had to get His instructions one day. At one time, He was told to wait. Another time, He was told to go. Church, who wrote that one? When we read the great biblical leaders, we see that it was not uncommon for God to ask them to wait, not just a day or two, but for years, until God was ready for them to act. Yeah, everything is in God's timetable. Sometimes we need to wait on God. There's been times when I wanted something and I wanted it now. Like, there was one time I wanted a computer for school. And I prayed and asked God. I said, Lord, I need a computer for school. Would you help me to get it? And He told me, yes, but you're going to have to wait to get it. And I didn't know how long I was going to have to wait to get that computer. But I only had to wait a couple of days before I got my call from my workers' comp lady to get a extension on my, so they can send me money so I can get my computer. So they sent me the money and I was able to get my computer so I would have it for school. There's been other times when I prayed about something and God's told me, no, yes, or yes, but wait. Sometimes it's all in God's timetable. Everything is in His time. We just need to wait. That is my devotion for today. Remember to find joy in your journey, no matter where you are, whatever you're going through. There's always something to be joyful for and about. Remember to love yourselves and to love each other. Before you can love yourselves, you've got to love someone else first. Because when you're loving someone else, you're also loving yourself. Please like, rate, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any notifications. Bye-bye.